Hello my dear friends, and welcome. Welcome to this recording. It's a heart recording, and I pray with all my being that some of what I share with you will resonate within your heart too. The person who's sharing this is Brother Sean. I'm also known as the barefoot Franciscan monk because I work in my bare feet as an enclosed contemplative, a Franciscan monk who embraces interfaith. Yes, I'm a Catholic Christian, but thank God I was liberated so that I could embrace different faiths and welcome them into our cyber community. Ordinary men and women on a spiritual path who are searching for nirvana. But many of us have found that, but there are those who haven't. So this short video is to share with you about Francesco's spiritual gang. In the 12th century, the Catholic Church was corrupt. Yes, it was. From the hierarchy right down to the local parish priest. It was hedonistic, narcissistic, and the ordinary people who depended on the Word of God were denied those simple truths. And then came a great man, Francis of Assisi, who certainly was a challenge for the established church, because he drew thousands of ordinary men and women in those Tuscany hills who were searching not for a God of fear and ritual, a God rooted in dogma, but a God of love. A God who connected with the animal kingdom, with ordinary men and women and their struggles. And if ever there was a time in our civilization when we needed such a man, surely it must be today. But there are many good men and women today who have come away from the established church because they've become disillusioned, because they're seeking a simpler way of living, like me. A life that is free of dogma and fear, control. Francis of Assisi found his God in nature. Francis of Assisi was interfaith. He embraced every child of God. He did not impose a set of rules that you had to abide by in order to become one of his followers. His simplicity, his love of nature, drew many hardened hearts to surrender to love. Today, we have the fourth order of Franciscans who do not represent a religion, nor are they a religion. We are a cyber community at present who live a simple life, honoring our spiritual teachers, whether it's the Lord Buddha, Vishnu, Ganesh, Krishna, and we come together, several times a day on live stream to share love, to break bread, to consolidate, and to use the gifts that God has given us to hold each child of God who is struggling and suffering. And we do that on our live stream channel when we gather for morning and evening prayer. for our nightly vigil at 8 o'clock, for peace, and again at midnight when I come and sit here and follow my heart and share from my heart. And it's all done in love. There's no prerequisite that you must convert. No. Just come as you are. Have no expectations, but be willing to surrender your heart to love. I'm inviting you to come and join our spiritual gang. Many people have said, "Oh, Brother Sean, you're cracked." I guess I am. Because by being cracked, I can let in more light. And that light sustains me on this path, this spiritual path, where my soul is searching for my God. I've done materialism. I've had a mortgage. I've been a rescuer. I've fallen by the wayside. I've danced over many suitcases and fallen over many handbags. But today, what I do, I take seriously. I would love you to continue with your spiritual teachings, but become a friend of Francis. But let me share with you, Celtic Franciscan spirituality is a spiritual ecology that encompasses an environmental ecology, living in harmony with creation and Mother Nature and the elements. It's a social ecology, embracing all people as brothers and sisters regardless of colour, race, gender orientation or status. It's a spiritual ecology, in praise of the Father, Mother, God as creator of all things. It's an interfaith ecology, inviting all soul seekers of truth enter a new concept of living practical spirituality in the modern world, regardless of one's religious persuasions. Come and join us. There are no rules or regulations, because the love that we share empowers your heart to take responsibility for your journey. The Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans, as I've said, are ordinary men and women who has this insatiable thirst to find God, to find a meaning and a purpose to their life. And when they find it, they will not let it go. They feed that insatiable thirst through agape. When we come together from different corners of the world, where all the different time zones become one time zone, where we connect on live stream on our Franciscan Soulmates for Peace channel. Within the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans, we have a group of men and women called the Franclara Sunflowers for Peace. They are men and women who've already surrendered their heart and are now living the contemplative life from their home. Be they Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Jew, Muslim, Baha'i, Wiccan, pagan or other. If you are on a spiritual journey and you love the teachings of your spiritual master, and you live that life of simplicity where you have a love of nature, a respect for the animal kingdom, and that the 4 ecologies I've shared with you, the environmental ecology, the social ecology, the spiritual ecology, and the interfaith ecology, if they resonate with you, then come and join and become a Franclara member, a Sunflower for Peace. And together, we can make a difference in this beautiful though fragile world. Today, we need to feel a sense of belonging to a group of like-minded souls. That's why we set up a social site like Facebook, but it's by invitation only. It's not open to everybody. It's only open to those who are on a spiritual journey. And it's called Heart to Soul Prayer Partners for Peace, where we share our love of one another, our poetry, our music, our videos, items for discussion, spiritual food, but where we become a friend. Let us come back to our heart, and therein let us find the true meaning of who am I. I ask you to ask that of your heart. Who am I, and why am I here? What is my purpose here? Well, it's my belief that we are already monks and nuns. The moment we surrender our heart to God, the divine comes into us and shares with us a new set of rules, spiritual values that we try to emulate in our daily life. To love our neighbour as ourselves, and it goes on. Within the whole family of God, there's a core group of spiritual beings all around the world who are centered in bringing peace to the world. As an interfaith Franciscan who has surrendered one's heart to live the monastic life, I've not done it out of duty, out of fear. I've done it out of love, because I too, like you, care passionately about the landscape, about the survival of our planet and mankind. And Francis of Assisi is truly the Father of Peace. He left us a legacy of love. And the wonderful advantage of being a member of the Teo community is that it's a cyber online community, unlike the community I joined as a young nursing monk when I dedicated my life to God. But you know, the Father, Mother God needs men and women who are willing to take a leap of faith, who are willing to be kingdom builders for peace. Are you willing? Are you willing to take that step? If you are, then please make contact. And let us break bread together for peace. Let us hold all faiths and none, for we are all children of the one God. Yes, we may give him a different name, but we're still children of the same God. And that makes you and me brother and sister. So let us renew our acquaintance, let us come together, and let us develop this sense of community, where we don't talk the talk, we walk the talk, by how we live and lead that simple life. Today the world needs men and women who are willing to embrace the monastic life and allow the divine touch them, speak to them. And you don't have to run away from home like I did and enter a monastery and leave family and friends as I did 48 years ago on the 6th of June 66. You can begin right now, today, whether you're married or single, celibate or gay, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you come home to your truth as an ambassador of peace. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please pray for me. Namaste. Shalom. Inshallah pax et bonum om shanti. Solo de caritas. Peace. I pray you find your dream, but I pray that you will come and help us make this world a better place through our life of prayer and selfless giving.